The beloved Lenten hymn, Beneath the Cross of Jesus, was written in 1868 by a young Scottish woman by the name of Elizabeth Clephane. This Scottish Presbyterian was born in Edinburgh, Scotland in 1830 and lived most of her life in Melrose. Her father was the county sheriff. She was a woman acquainted with grief most of her life, but never let that stop her. Her parents both died when she was young, and she was never healthy herself. Despite her frail health, she was one of those cheerful people that brightened every corner. She always focused on helping others. Many of her friends called her Sunshine, which may have inspired the lines, "I ask no other sunshine than the sunshine on his face." She loved poetry and wrote several hymns, one being the 90 and 9 hymn inspired by Jesus' parable about the shepherd who had 100 sheep but left the 99 to search for the one lost sheep, a parable about God's love, Matthew 18:12-14. In her hymn, Beneath the Cross of Jesus, Elizabeth alluded to the passage of Isaiah 32:1 and 2, as she speaks of the shadow of a mighty rock within a weary land, a home within the wilderness, a rest upon the way, from burning of the noontide heat and the burden of the day. The original tune was written by Ira D. Sankey and titled it Clephane, but the most universal and used tune is St. Christopher, composed by Bristol, England musician Frederick C. Maker. Now, originally, Elizabeth Clephane wrote 5 verses to Beneath the Cross of Jesus. However, we are mostly familiar with 3. The hymn is full of comforting language about the cross, and a mid and third stanza provides images of consolation, a happy shelter, refuge tried and sweet, a trysting place, and a ladder up to heaven, in reference to Jacob's ladder. This verse reads, "O safe and happy shelter, a refuge tried and sweet, a trysting place where heaven's love and heaven's justice meet. As to the exiled patriarch, that wondrous dream was given, so seems my Savior's cross to me, a ladder up to heaven." Another omitted verse perhaps provides further insight into the comfort Clephane found in the shadow of the cross and the inspiration on the cross that gave her as she anticipated her own death. There lies beneath its shadow, but on the further side, the darkness of an open grave that gapes both deep and wide. And there between us stands the cross, 2 arms outreached to save, like watchmen set to guard the way from that eternal grave. Finally, Clephane places her encounter with the sheltering cross as an act of personal solace and renewal. Spiritually, in the shelter of the cross, I take across thy shadow for my abiding place. I ask no other sunshine than the sunshine of his face. Content to let the world go by, to know no gain nor loss, my sinful self, my only shame, my glory, all the cross. Now remember, the text to this great hymn was written in 1868. Elizabeth Clephane died the following year at the age of 39. Please join me next week when we focus on Jesus, Keep Me Near the Cross.
Beneath